pay the price of momentary and temporary inefficiency, for the payoff of learning what are the things that are causing you to be inefficient, and down the line for the payoff of becoming more efficient, the payoff of getting more things done in your life in less amount of time or with less energy expenditure. Here's what I'm talking about. Let's put it straight into a clear, straightforward example. If you have a working day that is consisting of multiple different tasks and activities that you are able to choose for yourself, choose one of them where you set a very strict time window and you make an agreement with yourself that when the time window ends, you get up from the desk or whatever the working environment is for the execution of that task. Here's the thing. Most people don't do that. Most people say, I'm going to practice this, I'm going to write this, I'm going to study this for a certain amount of time, but then they extend or break through that time window, and they often do it by a lot because they haven't been efficient enough. And what that does is it completely disrupts their routine, because the original scheduled working window goes on to be way longer. They take the break or go for a workout way longer, or maybe the workout is one of these examples. And then the next activity ends up being done way later, and you have less time to do it, and your whole day is messed up. Now, I'm no productivity guru. For those of you who are not watching or listening to me for the first time, you know that I am not someone who specializes in teaching you how to set up all the most detailed and most well-structured systems to be the most productive person on earth. Far from it. What I do know, and for those of you who are new here, also now you realize I'm not a productivity coach or productivity guru. What I do know and what I can help people with is to get to know themselves better, to become better friends to themselves, to become better partners, business partners, creative partners, intellectual partners to themselves, and to help themselves get more things done. So the thing is, no matter how passionate you are about that activity, that hobby, that project, that task, you have to go through a process of experiencing the pain of not getting the thing done in the given amount of time, because that pain is going to force self-reflection and analysis of the task, which will then make you realize what are the things that are making you inefficient, which will then make you more efficient down the line if you, to any extent, not 100%, if you to any extent act on those insights. I'm going to use a very simple example of writing, because that's what I've been doing for most of my last 6 years. That's what brought me here. Having an audience that I'm blessed with, receiving feedback from people, receiving time and attention from people, being able to work with people across the world. Not to go on talking too much about how blessed I am, but I am blessed, and a lot of it, or the vast majority of it, comes from writing and from consistent writing. Well, if I have set a 90-minute writing block for myself, and I want to write, let's say, the first draft of an essay, or let's call it an essay or a newsletter, I had to go through a period of hitting a hard stop at those 90 minutes, even if I haven't wrote as much as I wanted. Or let's say I'm outlining an upcoming workshop. I had to go through a period of hitting a hard stop at 90 minutes and then addressing the rest of the work in a working block the next day. So even though hypothetically I thought I would be able to accomplish the task on Monday, let's say, in one 90-minute working block, I needed to experience the pain of having to set up another working block for the same task, and maybe another for the same task. So that pain of not accomplishing the task in the given time frame will teach me what are the things that are not allowing me to be as efficient as I would want to be. So here is my challenge to you. Pick a task that you can afford not to complete in a given time frame. So it probably won't be at your regular job. It will be a passion project, a hobby. Schedule it for tomorrow. Give yourself a strict time window. And once the time has ended, stop working. Thank you.